Lizzo, Lizzo, Lizzo. Not you, Lizzo. Come on. Nah, I can't believe it. Well, you guys, as you probably have heard, Lizzo is being accused of sexually harassing and weight shaming her dancers. All right. Please stick around for the video because there's been some new videos where you actually hear from the people themselves that are making the allegations. But I just want to give you a foundation of where all of this coming from. So you can see from the Shade Room, Lizzo accused of sexually harassing and weight shaming dancers in new lawsuit. All right. Now, it looks like Lizzo has a new legal problem on her hands as three former dancers have levied some serious allegations against the rumors singers. Specifically, the lawsuit accuses the 35-year-old of everything from fat shaming to sexual harassment and workplace hostility. All right. Additionally, the lawsuit names her production company Big Girl Big Touring Inc. and dance captain Charlene Quigley as defendants. Man, I think this is so important or interesting because, this girl, obviously, her whole entire image, what she was marketing was all about body positivity and helping women, specifically fat women, feel comfortable in their skin. I mean, she literally called it Big Girl Big Touring Inc. What? You can't make this stuff up, you guys. But anyway, clearly that's how she has marketed herself and branded herself to be the spokeswoman for the disenfranchised fat women. All right. Now check this out because it kind of gets gruesome from here. All right. Within the lawsuit, Davis recalled that after a South by Southwest performance, Lizzo allegedly called the dancer less committed to her role than others, which she dubbed a thinly veiled jab at her weight. So Lizzo, who is like, I don't even know how much she weighed, but I mean, she looked like she's at least 300 something, all right, plus. And she's actually criticizing one of her backup dancers for gaining too much weight. All right. In addition, in another allegation supposedly stemming from an after party at an Amsterdam strip club, the singer is accused of inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. Ah, boy. Eventually, the lawsuit accuses Lizzo of pressuring Ms. Davis to touch the breast of one of the nude women, and after the dancer shared her reservations, Lizzo allegedly began a chant while demanding a visibly uncomfortable Ms. Davis to engage with the performer. All right, so here you can clearly see the peer pressure, right? This is perhaps the heightened sense of hypocrisy, and it's actually, I think it's actually laughable. I really do. But it's really disgusting because, again, this kind of vaguely reminds me of Beyonce, right? What do you mean? Well, Beyonce, she was popular for many things, but one song in particular, All the Single Ladies, right? All the Single Ladies, right? And that was the mantra. That you can say for all these girls out there, the modern women, right? And mind you, Beyonce has a man. Jay-Z, I think there was some time past where it was reported that Jay-Z even, cheated on Beyonce, and she still decided to stick with Jay-Z. Do you see what I'm getting at here? In other words, there's a lot of these celebrities out there, right, who they could say whatever the hell they want. They could talk all day, but you got to look at their fruit. This is why even in the Bible, it says that by their fruit, you shall know them. And it's very evident that, you get what I'm saying, these superstars, they do not care two shits about what's actually coming out their mouth. This is what you call propaganda, all right? Just in case some of you guys may not know, all right? Propaganda It's information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. You see, again, they know that majority of the people in the world are just mindless buffoons who do not practice self-autonomy or do their own due diligence. So if they can just appeal to your hurt, because 9 times out of 10, that's how most movements are. They appeal to your hurt. And they have all these women that they believe they're disenfranchised, which truth be told, ain't nobody hating on fat people. You know, yeah, we might throw jokes here and there, but truth be told, can you blame people? I mean, it's such a crime because we want you to live longer.
What?
It's such a crime because we actually want you to be able to run around with your children because we don't want you to have a heart attack. So we evil and wicked because we actually are concerned about your health.
Oh, hell no.
Anyway, again, so propaganda, it appeals to people's hurt. So that all these suckers out there, and a sucker is born every day, they all gonna clamor around and be like, oh yeah, we gotta promote this movement. And that's how body positivity in the case of Lizzo started. And this girl, Lizzo, I just can't believe that Lizzo would actually do this. All right. So check out what some of the accusers actually have to say.
My energy was the same. The only thing that was different about me was my weight. And in this meeting, she stated as well that, you know, dancers get fired for gaining weight. And then she kind of paused and looked at me. And I still don't know if she really meant to single me out in that moment. But when she looked at me and she said that, I was kind of like, so she's really concerned about my weight. And then, you know, when we had that private meeting, when I was kind of cornered, they kind of wouldn't let me, you know, get away with not telling them something personal. So, and a reason why something was wrong with me. So I ended up telling them that I struggle with, you know, anxiety and depression, and that I'm in recovery from an eating disorder. And as soon as I said eating disorder, they immediately were like, oh, like in their head, it was making sense as to why I was gaining weight because it had something to do with an eating disorder problem.
All right. So this is funny because I mean, just even looking at this girl, and you know the fact that she claims that you know she had an eating disorder, which I'm not here to try to sound insensitive, but I mean, look, I'm trying to be unbiased as possible. And how many times have I heard that before? Just because she's making an allegation, that doesn't mean that I have to believe every single thing that she has to say. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, how many fat people have said they had an eating disorder? They had a thyroid problem. I mean, I've heard that time and time again. All right, so look, this is something that hopefully maybe some of you may not have heard from other YouTubers. But here's the thing, right? I actually would like to uphold innocent till proven guilty. Now, why do I say that? Because we live in a world, right, where a bunch of men, you know, if they had done this same exact thing, they would have been canceled from the get-go. And the reason why I don't want, although I was making jokes earlier on in the video, I actually do not want to be a hypocrite and attack women with the same tactics in which they attack men, right? So I'm actually going to give Lizzo the benefit of the doubt because, again, it's just an allegation. We don't know if it's true or not. Now, is it a strong possibility? Perhaps, because I don't put nothing past these superstars. Again, I already know the propaganda that they engage in, and I already know the hypocrisy in which they engage in. So I don't put nothing past these people whatsoever. But until we actually know all the facts, I'm not gonna hear and criticize Lizzo. But again, I do believe it is strongly possible. But again, right? I mean, it's just so funny to me because think about it. Lizzo, as fat as she is, her looking at her back up dancers and saying, "Hey, only one of us could be this fat. All right, if hey, you better lose some weight. All right, I'm the head fat bitch around here. All right, nobody can be."
Oh, hell no.
It's crazy. This whole thing is laughable. But look, you guys, seriously, gluttony is a sin. Gluttony is a sin, and I think that this whole thing is a complete joke. And the fact that this has gotten this far, and now we need something like this to expose how ridiculous body positivity actually is. Look, truth be told, in some weird way, I actually wouldn't be mad if this was true, so they could probably shut down all this body positivity down once and for all. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not hoping for Lizzo's downfall. I don't really, hey, you get what I'm saying? I'm not here to mess up with anybody's bag. Let me just say that. But at the same time, this whole body positivity is very demonstrative because, again, majority of you fat people out there, you are not Lizzo. I understand that, all right? Lizzo has actual talent. I think she could play the flute. She could sing. She dances. So she actually has some talent. Whether I agree with her weight is not is irrelevant. But she actually has talent. Majority of you fat people out there don't have no talent. You're not making millions of dollars like Lizzo. So here's the thing what you need to understand, all right? Lizzo can live that lifestyle and she's probably okay with it because she's getting a bag. Most of you guys are not catching the bag. All right? You're not. You might be catching a heart attack, but you're not catching the bag. So look, again, I really do hope all this body positivity gets shut down. And with that being said, you guys, if you like this message, please like, subscribe, comment down below. And with that being said, the message sent. Jesus is king, y'all.